Hi, welcome back to EducateTube.com. My name is Sipsky, your host. In this video, I'll be reviewing this lithium iron phosphate battery. The company that produces it is GoKWh. It's a 1280 watt hour. I'll be comparing to my purchased DC house, also lithium iron phosphate battery, 1280 watt hour. Already, if you look at the difference between the two, the size, right? Not sure why, but apparently it's the same type of battery and supposed to have the same power. But let's talk about it and see which one I would prefer if I were to buy it again. All right, so let's do a comparison between this GoKWh lithium iron phosphate battery to DC house lithium iron phosphate battery. Now already I can see the difference in terms of size. The one that's produced by GoKWh looks a little bit more professional, bigger. Now I hope that it's not because this one has a smaller battery, because that would mean that this is a mislabeling, right? But I'm gonna trust on the fact that this is 1280 watt hour, and so is this one. But it looks like this one here, the kilowatt hour, looks much nicer. You can see the plastic, both are plastic, but the way this one's designed looks more firm. You can see the yellow color on top and black on the bottom, and the writing, you have this yellow and white. And where this one looks like they put a sticker on this one, just paste it on. So it looks like a generic, whereas this one looks like it's more branded, okay? So definitely already I can see the design is much better. Now the only thing I might like about this is that this handle has this two handle. Looks like it's more sturdy, whereas this one has a strap. Again, it's also pretty strong, and I'm not sure though which one I would prefer. Most likely because of the fiber strap, over time this is going to be more stronger than the plastic, because you know plastic do get brittle over time. So I would prefer a more sturdy, fibery type of strap than a plastic one, okay? But I do like the two handle here from the DC house. Now another thing that's different, of course, this is a bare bone, right? You can tell already there's just the two terminal and a screw here, whereas the GoKWh, you can tell they do also have these two screws, but on top of that, this one actually has a display telling you how much voltage and whether it's full or empty. Now the only thing that I don't prefer having is this set button here. Okay, when you press on it, there's all these numbers which I really don't understand, and I would have to look at the manual. I look at the manual and I still don't fully understand it. As an advice to kilowatt hour company, maybe don't put that set button there, okay? Because a lot of people might press it and they will get this reset button, and then it turns out that there's zero charges and all that. So you don't want common people like me to fidget around this button here and cause a problem, okay? So at least we don't understand what it is. It's better not to have it. Just have a button here, just press, and you know what the voltage is and the amount of life is left on this. This is definitely better, of course, than this one here. This one doesn't have any voltage reading on it, right? Now there's another model that also has a Bluetooth. You can download an app and then you can view it. That's a newer model. However, I would not prefer that, because if you know about Bluetooth, they do take a bit of energy, maybe a little bit, not too much, but it does add up over time. So maybe like say 6 months later, it may drain 20% of this battery. Okay, so just be aware of that. Like I don't know how much energy is going to be pulled out from a Bluetooth technology built into the system. So this is why I prefer just having it an LED reading of how many voltage is that, and probably going to drain a few watts, but not a lot. Okay, so definitely a plus for this, because we do have a reading where this doesn't have a reading. And you know, by the way, there's a coupon link you can check below. You can purchase this normally around $250, but with a coupon that GoKWh provide for me, you can have a saving of another $50, so you can purchase the same price as this one here, $200 and $200. If I had to purchase again, obviously I would buy this one for 200 bucks, right? Much better quality of built and everything, and even have a voltmeter built. Now normally in my case, when I'm using the lithium iron phosphate battery, it's not for off-grid. For me, it's more like blackouts. Like in Canada, for example, during winter times, I remember one time in the summer, we had like a 24 to 48 hours blackout, and these battery would be definitely helpful to be able to maybe turn on the lights, or maybe charge the fridge, a small fridge, or maybe power a little microwave ovens, like those kind of thing, right? But I would say design only for, in my case, I would not use any device that use more than 500 watt hour, just because I don't want to ruin the battery. I did test this battery out, connected to a microwave for about 2 minutes, and I can tell you it was really hot. So I would not do that again with other type of lithium ion phosphate battery. However, if you want to, you can hook it up to a microwave oven, and maybe you'll be able to use it for like 5-10 minutes. But I wouldn't recommend it for these type of battery. You would have to have a very good, for example, inverters. That's another thing. Make sure that when you do buy the battery, it's not complete, right? It's just the battery itself. You do need two more things. You need to buy a charger. So the one I got, it's called Noco Genius 10. It has ability to charge lithium and lithium iron phosphate battery. There's a detector when you hook it up, right? Like say if I hook up the 2 terminal here, let me show you quickly. Okay, like that. And then you plug this in. Already it's set to lithium, right? Lithium iron phosphate. It's now going to try to start up and charge it. Okay, as you can see, when you're purchasing this type of batteries, you do need a charger like this type. Okay, so specifically for lithium iron phosphate battery or lithium ions. So this one is designed for both. Okay, lithium iron phosphate. All right. You need that. And another thing, of course, if you want to utilize the energy, you would have to purchase also the inverter. Okay, so here I have a power inverter. This is pure sine. Make sure you buy a pure sine one. This is a 1500 watt hour pure sine inverter. And that's important. You need that because if you want to hook up, say, your fridge, your the freezer, lighting system, right? That may need several hundred watt hour of power, then you definitely need to get this. Okay, so this one can handle up to 1500 watt hour. As you can see here, there is a AC output plug here. You can plug 2 of them in there, so it can handle up to 1500 watt of power. And I did attempt that with the microwave for this battery, and it was fine. It worked just fine. The only thing, it gets really hot. Now I haven't tried this one yet. I'll do that maybe in the future. Maybe I'll make another video on that where it can handle more high wattage appliance, right? So anything that requires a lot of wattage, maybe 1,000, like microwave oven, right? Using 1,000 watt hour, then yes. Now generally these batteries should be able to handle it, but like I said, that would be putting a lot of stress on these type of battery. I would not recommend it. If you are gonna maybe power something that has high wattage of power, you should try to use those gas generator or propane generator, right? Which is meant for 2,000-3,000 watt hour system. Okay, so this is great for any type of electronics, lighting system, anything less than 500 watt hour devices, like even a hair blow dryer might work as well, a vacuum cleaner. This is great. Okay, and another thing that you might also want to get is a voltmeter. So just in case, for example, you bought one that does not have a voltmeter built in, which this one has, which is why I like it so much, that then you will have to get this voltmeter to figure out if this is fully charged, right? Now you can also hook these up to the solar panel. Just make sure that you have a voltage regulator, so you don't want to have high voltage going into this 2 terminals. You want to have a voltage that run at a constant rate at maybe 12-13 volt going into this 2 terminal, and it will be charged through the solar panels, right? So you could do that. Just make sure you have that voltage regulator, being able to regulate the voltage and current going through the 2 terminals. Okay, so this can be hooked up to that. Now in terms of hooking up to a car, I've seen some videos that they replaced the lead acid battery with these type of battery. Some people say it works well, and some said that it didn't last very long. So for me, myself, I would not do that. I was just going to use this for home use. So in case of blackouts, and that does happen, especially extreme weather condition in the winter or in the summer when everybody's using their aircon, or everybody's turning on the heat, whatever it may be. It can lead to a surge, and then there's a blackout, and it may last for almost 2 days or 3 days. And this is where this comes in handy. This is why we purchased these batteries in the first place. So again, thank you to GoKWh for providing this. You can look at the link below. You can save another $50. You can now get this battery for $200. Now, it used to be $400, for these type of batteries, right? But this is actually a very nice design, well built with a voltmeter, and yeah, I would definitely purchase over this DC house, even though they are pretty much the same power, 1280, but for some reason this is a bit bigger and better design in terms of its plastic and casing. And by the way, the packaging, when it was delivered, let me show you quickly. As you can see here, right? It's made of very thick foam. So when it's delivered to your door, it took about 2-3 weeks, but when it was delivered to the door, you can tell if this was, moving around the truck, it's not gonna be broken because you got very thick foam to hold it down, and it's very tight. So I like how it is packaged and delivered to you, knowing that coming to your door is going to be very safe. Whereas this one, I remember when it was packaged to me, it was not as thick as these foam. It's probably half the thickness for this foam, for that battery. So again, was that going to affect the delivery? Not sure. I would definitely trust it if you have a thicker foam and well packaged and tight, right? So that's what happened when it was delivered to me. It's well packaged. Now the only thing is there was no manual that comes with this battery. I wish they do provide the manual that comes with it. That'd be nice. And it would be nice also if they include this cable, but I think I'm asking too much. Anyway, thanks for watching. Next time we'll talk more about a special module booster that you can connect to your batteries, where you can bring up from 7.2 volt all the way to 13 volt. And so you can power a lot of devices. I'll see you soon, and don't forget to subscribe and give me a little heart of appreciation. Bye.